Detroit Lions. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He's hung on the carry. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in who are getting their shot.
Full extension, and he brings it in! It's a huge pickup on the play, and that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boys, I love that.
We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now gone. Throwing the out route complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Hunt. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Now try to run for it with Montgomery. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Black 20.
4th down, Goff throwing. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. That's Julian Blackman. And the Raiders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is one of the toughest tests yet in this game for the defense so far, Kate. And boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
And first carry here for Ashton Genty. He cuts it right. He's off to the races. The 30. Gets the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hunt. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. So Reed, they'll give it to Genty. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Back to Genty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Cowboy, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
3rd and long for him here. We go to Genty on the dump off. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Connects on the crosser. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Straight ahead with Genty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
This one's caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. The field goal team is out, and if he can make this and push this to a 2-possession ball game.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Hey, 2-10. Back in. Back in. Go, Todd. 180. Shell.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Fits it through the middle. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
180.
Hunt trying things up the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
5.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Ready, go.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Now it's Genty. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Trap 60. Here we go. Strike. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 5 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Milton now. Throw right side, finds Bash. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Bronco 80. Ready.
This is Genty. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
18 Rattler.
Here he is on third and short. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And their Next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line.
It's a gain of
That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Play fake. It's Milton. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays where they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
This is Genty on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's go. Go.
Milton now on third down. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. First down, Las Vegas.
Ready.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Milton out of the pistol here. Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it looks like it'll be second and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal.
Let's go now. 60. Ready.
Genty. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
180.
Goff setting the throw. Setting up the running back screen. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Goff on first and 10. Trying for the deep ball. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Shotgun snap. It's a gift to Hunt. Nice drive forward, halted after a couple of yards. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap here to go. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the Raiders' 39-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
What? Like 20, super. Ball.
Off to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have 3rd and short.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down now, ball at the 33. Goff off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Out of the shotgun. Gone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They go play action with Goff. Throwing this for the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
That's low and bounces short of his man. This one misses the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Looking to his fullback now. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Counter give to Jency. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find his tight end, and it's third down now.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They give left side to Jency. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Koo on now for the extra point.
Youngway Koo lining up for the point after.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Running right side. Here's Hunt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Goff on third. Oh, no! Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
Lions 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 20. Attack.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. This one gets to the 22. Is Darian Porter in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And off to Genty. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another give here to Genty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Dump off caught by his back. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Finds his fullback. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
60 by Packers.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Milton gonna throw again here, 2nd and 10. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Lions 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Turbos out.
And gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play
1 yard gain.
is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9. At the 22-yard
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Tonight. Attack.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
1st and 10.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Tonight. Turbos out.
Here's Hunt up the middle. Has some daylight through the 40. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. Big play, gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Out. Like on it.
Goff. Completed to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Cut.
Throwing is gone. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hunt. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Cut. 2 20.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one does not go far.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, it was not for nothing.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet...
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown! The Lions putting up points in a game decided. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
DET from the gun. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
Throw here, 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestrong. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Off play action, Goff. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Goff off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to throw again. Goff. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with. And when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
25-yard line.
Okay.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Go. Ready up.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. Well, would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And it sets up 3rd down.
A small little jab there finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first down from the 41. Play fake. It's Milton. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Raiders getting closer to their 10th win of the season. First down from the 42. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Come on. 180. What's that?
Goff on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Cut. What? Maverick. Horrible. Cut.
Looking to throw it. Going deep here for the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
19.
They're drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He's drawn up for him. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott.